The sprawling resort is nestled on 20 acres of some of Florida's ritziest real estate.
That's Mar-a-Lago right there.
Grand ballroom outfitted with 16 crystal chandeliers and real gold on the walls.
Folks that live in Millionaire's Row back off there somewhere behind me, getting a little bit sick of all the excitement.
First, American voters told Trump to leave the White House. Now Trump's Mar-a-Lago neighbors in Palm Beach, they're saying, we don't want you to live here either. They're trying to enforce a 1993 agreement letting Trump convert the estate into a private club on the condition that nobody lives there.
There's a lot of distrust in this community about Donald Trump because he has sued the town of Palm Beach. Donald Trump's organization and the club have not so far consistently complied with the agreement that we're talking about.
Wait, Donald Trump has not consistently complied with a previous agreement? Shocker! Well, in all seriousness, there's now every indication that Donald Trump, post-presidency, will not get to live at his preferred location of Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach because the neighbors there are annoyed with him and because the law appears to be on their side. And it gets even more interesting. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for watching. Mar-a-Lago was built in the 1920s by Marjorie Merriweather Post. She was an heiress to the Post cereal fortune. In the 1970s, her family deeded the property to the federal government. Upkeep was very expensive, so in 1985, Donald Trump swooped in and bought the property Mar-a-Lago for an estimated $10 million as his residence. But by the early 1990s, Donald Trump's finances were floundering, and he decided he wanted to bring in some revenue from Mar-a-Lago. So he struck a deal with the Palm Beach Council. He could turn it into a club. He could turn Mar-a-Lago into a club where people could pay to visit and to participate in activities there as long as none of the club members lived at Mar-a-Lago permanently. So under the agreement, the legal agreement that Donald Trump struck with Palm Beach in 1993, members were not allowed to stay there more than 21 days a year, and nobody could stay at Mar-a-Lago more than 7 consecutive days. Donald Trump's lawyer assured the council that Donald Trump would not live there. Now, at the time, a lot of people in Palm Beach say they were already wary of Donald Trump because he had previously sued Palm Beach to try to subdivide the Mar-a-Lago property into individual units and then finally backed away. Over the past 4 years, there have been more tensions in Palm Beach because of the clogged streets and blocked roadways. At one point, Donald Trump flaunted restrictions on the height of a flagpole in Mar-a-Lago. At another point, he wanted to build a marina, which was not allowed. He said the Secret Service needed it. Then he said no, it was for him and Melania. And then he eventually backed down when neighbors complained, and the Washington Post noted the 1993 agreement prohibiting it. In any case, according to the Washington Post and other news organizations, the president has traveled to Mar-a-Lago at least 30 times over the last 4 years, spending more than 130 days there. If there's one thing that may be in his favor, it's that, well, nobody has publicly complained about Donald Trump flaunting the 1993 agreement and violating it until now. However, there is another problem that Donald Trump could face. Several years ago, he signed a deal between Mar-a-Lago and the National Trust for Historic Preservation. That's the group that works to protect historic properties. Under the deal that Donald Trump signed, he agreed never to use Mar-a-Lago for any purpose other than as a club. So there are two ways that Donald Trump was vulnerable here: the National Trust for Historic Preservation and the 1993 deal that he signed with the Palm Beach Council. There is an option. He could buy another property in Palm Beach, Florida. As one of the residents wrote to his lawyer, Palm Beach has many lovely estates. We are confident that Donald Trump will find one that can meet his needs. In other words, Donald Trump is free to buy another property or estate in Palm Beach, Florida. He just might not be able to live at Mar-a-Lago. Ouch.